Welcome to Ucook's Executive Summary Presentation, presented by Jaeger, Jaden McDaniel, Casper, Jenna Whittaker, and Connor Stanton. Our vision for the app starts with looking at the current obesity rate. For 18 to 34-year-old Americans, the rate is about 29%, which is an all-time high. Our vision for the app is that it can take somebody who doesn't know how to cook or chooses to eat unhealthy foods and gives them a platform in order to lead a healthy lifestyle. I'll first start by explaining exactly what Ucook is. Ucook is an app that allows users to learn how to cook, find recipes uploaded by other users, and upload their own recipes. One of the main features is what we like to call What's in My Pantry. What's in My Pantry is a feature that allows you to input the exact ingredients you have on hand, and this will generate recipes that use those exact inputs. Additionally, the Ucook app allows you to directly order your groceries from the app using the recipes that you find online.
Looking through the lens of an investor, we wanted to evaluate the people, opportunity, context, and deal. Ucook has a very attractive advantage in all four of these areas. We have the opportunity of teaching people that cooking at home can be affordable, fun, and healthy. We believe that this is the most important factor in our venture succeeding. While we do have a wonderful management team that is very qualified, we think that this is the least important part of our attractiveness. It's Ucook that really holds the most significance. With the context of what's happening right now with COVID-19, we see this as something that could actually be helping Ucook. In fact, one of our strongest elements. When our management team interviewed Brandon Warman, co-founder of Cooklist, he told us that Cooklist has doubled in downloads due to more people wanting to cook at home. However, the most challenging element of Ucook is customer retention, based on the research that we found with people's loyalty to apps.
Now diving into what makes Ucook a viable business opportunity into a deal aspect. The first financial metric we're going to be looking towards is the current download rate. More specifically, with year 3, we have an average download rate of around 71%, and that's the retention ratio between downloads and current users. Secondly, we're going to be seeing an exponential increase in the average growth rate of Ucook. Another key financial ratio that an investor ought to look towards is the cost per download for Ucook. More specifically, in year 1, you're going to see that we're going to have high initial costs, but that is solely because of the app development costs we expect to incur between month 1 and 2. However, we're going to have an exponential decrease all the way to where a cost per download is 46 cents, and that is by month 36. Also, to break even, Ucook needs to maintain or be below an 86 cents mark per user. So by months 27 and 28, we expect to achieve that and have a positive cash flow afterwards. Regarding Ucook's main operational challenges it's going to face, it's going to center around funding. Two main things I want to draw from this section is salaries and wages. It's going to consistently be around $45,000 per month, so we need to be able to have sufficient funds to cover that expense. The second thing is going to be around app development. App development costs are highly dependent upon the features and aspects of what make Ucook. So we're going to have to adequately budget for these expenses, which is part of the solution that Connor is going to bring up next regarding the fundraising that Ucook will have.
We have some numbers here to showcase Ucook's financial success. At the end of year 3, Ucook will have an estimated EBITDA of $404,794. This is up from our EBITDA in year 1 of negative $650,794. In year 3, Ucook is estimated to have income before income taxes of $375,138, which is significantly better than the losses incurred in years 1 and 2. At the end of year 3, Ucook will have a cash balance of $353,830. These numbers show Ucook's ability to grow and generate a profit. With the help of Ucook's marketing efforts, which will continually increase our customer base, we expect this upward trend to continue. Moving on to profitability, as you can see in the graph of Ucook's revenues and expenses from years 1 through 3, year 3's revenues increase exponentially. As previously mentioned, Ucook will have net income in year 3. In month 28, which is the red circle on the graph, Ucook will break even at about $90,466. At this point, Ucook will be generating positive cash flows from operations and will no longer be reliant on funding to help cover our operational expenses.
Ucook's total fundraising amount of $1.5 million will be obtained through personal funds, friends and family investments, and an SBA 7A loan. Based on common loan requirements, Ucook will not qualify for a traditional loan. Therefore, Ucook will seek to secure financing through an SBA 7A loan for multiple reasons. The loan of $735,000 is federally guaranteed and backed by the U.S. Small Business Administration. It guarantees 75% of all qualifying loans over $150,000. This allows lenders to make loans they otherwise could not due to the risk level and afford small businesses the opportunity to obtain funding for working capital, expansion, startup costs, and periods of cash flow shortfalls. To secure this loan with Wells Fargo, who is the industry leader in SBA loans, the fees are as follow: 3% guarantee fee, which totals $22,050, and a maximum interest rate of 8.56, which totals $62,916. Ucook qualifies for this loan because it meets the Wells Fargo requirements and will provide a debt equity ratio of 0.98 and a credit score of at least 680. Additionally, it will provide a business plan with projected cash flows and offer collateral of business assets as well as personal assets.
Achieving our goals looks a little bit like this for Ucook. First, we want to help combat the obesity rate as much as we can. If we can be the reason that one person starts a new and healthy lifestyle, we want to do that. Additionally, we also have financial goals. The first being that we would like to break even in the first 12 months. That's about $38,000 of startup costs. Also, we would like to hit 60,000 downloads in year one. Additionally, in our first few months, we want to start reaching out to other grocery stores like Walmart, Target, and the Kroger lines.
Throughout this process, we've learned three main things. The first being the importance of funneling revenue and expense. At a base level, revenue is derived from subscription and advertisement. However, there is much more that goes into those numbers and calculating them. The second point that we've learned is the importance of the best case and worst case and how it highlights the risk and reward of a potential startup. The third thing that we've learned is that app development costs at startup range from anywhere between $19,000 to $147,000. It solely pertains on the unique features of Ucook, and we need to budget accordingly at our fundraisers and when we fundraise capital. Overall, on behalf of my team, I'd like to say thank you for this opportunity to speak to you. We look forward to any questions that you have pertaining to Ucook and any potential investment opportunities. Thank you.